Hey there, folks. Pat Walker here with MissionWinners.com, and boy, do we have an exciting market update for you today. Let's dive right into the action and see what's cooking in the stock market kitchen. First off, we had a real barn burner of a day. All the major indices jumped over 1%, with the S&P 500 stealing the show, closing above 5,600 for the first time. Now that's what I call breaking new ground, folks. But here's the kicker. Trading volume was a bit on the light side. Why? Well, everyone's holding their breath for tomorrow's June Consumer Price Index and the kickoff of earnings season on Friday. It's like the calm before the storm, if you catch my drift. Let me tell you, the big boys were flexing their muscles today. We're talking mega caps and semiconductor stocks leading the charge. The PHLX Semiconductor Index up a whopping 2.4%. And the Vanguard Mega Cap Growth ETF, it jumped a solid 1%. Heavy hitters like Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, and Alphabet were all strutting their stuff. But hey, it wasn't just the tech giants having all the fun. Bank stocks were showing some real moxie too, with the Spider S&P Bank ETF and the Regional Banking ETF both posting gains north of 2%. Looks like folks are betting big on those earnings reports coming up on Friday. Now, before we keep rolling, I want to take a quick timeout here. I've been looking at our viewer numbers, and I've got to tell you, a lot of you out there watching haven't hit that subscribe button yet. Folks, that subscribe button is your golden ticket to staying ahead in this market game. It's 100% free, and you'll get great content like this almost every single day. While you're at it, why not give that like button a little love too? It really helps us out. And hey, if you've got any burning questions about what we're covering, don't be shy. Drop them in the comments below. We're all in this together, learning and growing in this wild market of ours. All right, back to the action. It was a real party today, with all 11 S&P 500 sectors closing in the green. The tech sector was the life of the party, up 1.6%, while financials brought up the rear with a modest 0.4% gain. But hey, green is green, right? Now let's talk Fed for a second. Chairman Powell wrapped up his two-day testimony on Capitol Hill. Today's appearance before the House was a bit of a snoozer compared to yesterday's Senate show, but that's not always a bad thing in the markets, folks. In the bond market, we saw the 10-year yield dip a bit, while the 2-year held steady. This was partly thanks to a strong showing at a 10-year note auction. The bond market's telling us a story, folks, and it's worth paying attention to. Looking ahead, we've got some big numbers coming our way tomorrow. The June CPI is the headliner, but don't sleep on those jobless claims and the Treasury budget. Each piece of the puzzle helps us see the bigger picture. Before I let you go, let's take a quick look at how the major indices are doing for the year. The Nasdaq is still our star pupil, up a whopping 24.2%. The S&P 500 isn't far behind at 18.1%. Even our slower movers like the Dow and the Russell 2000 are in positive territory. Remember, folks, in this market, it's not just about what happened today, it's about connecting the dots and seeing the bigger picture. Keep your eyes peeled for those economic reports and earnings releases. That's where the real story unfolds. All right, that's all for now. This is Pat Walker, reminding you to stay sharp, stay focused, and always keep learning. The market's full of opportunities if you know where to look. Until next time, happy trading.